Okay, lesson 42. So today we're going to talk about a couple different things. First of all, the equation of a circle, which looks like x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Okay, or that's when the center is 0, 0. If it's not, then it looks like this, where HK is the center. R is the radius. Okay? So that's one thing you're going to need to remember. We'll talk about the others later. And we're going to talk about exponential functions. So whenever you see the exponent as the variable, so you see these don't have variables anywhere but in the exponent position, they are exponential functions. So this is called the parent function, and you need to memorize it. So it's the parent function for exponentials. And if you put a 0 here, 2 to the 0 is 1, so 0, 1. If you put a 1 here, you get a 2, 1, 2. If you just memorize, it basically looks this way. You can figure out those 2 points and draw it. This will never cross over this axis. Now, knowing that one, then when it says 1/2 to the x, or anything less than a 2, okay, like, or I mean less than 1, like a 1/3 or 1/4 or 2/3 or something, then it's going to look like this, but it's just going to flip the other direction like this. Okay, so I'm going to put my 1 right there, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw it, because I know it basically has to look like this. Of course, when I put 0 here, I still get a 1. If I put a -1 here, then I get a 2. Okay, so don't look too hot. Sorry. If I put -1 there, I get 2. So -1 is 2. So that's flipped over this y-axis. I'm sorry. Okay, so if you see one like this, you need to think of this as 2 to -1 power to the x, which is 1/2 to the x. It's the same thing as what we just did. And that makes sense because it's the x is negative, so that means it's going to flip over the y-axis. Okay, so 1, 2, let's see, I got this one, and I'll have this one, and it'll look basically just like this, right? So this is 0, 1, and this is -1, 2. Now what about this one? Well, we're going to do the same little thing we did here. We're going to pull the -1 to the 1/2, and then we're going to think of that whole thing to the x power. -1 to the 1/2 is 2. So now we're back to the first one. Okay, so now I know it's going to look like this. That's going to be 0, 1, and at 1 it's going to be 2, so that's 1, 2. So hopefully that's helpful.